a matter of fact, the meeting on Friday was an eye-opener.
So the meeting on Friday, now that's where the rubber, really, the proverbial rubber hits the road. Share with us what transpired in that meeting on Friday with the Minister of Finance, Dr. Nigel Clark.
His utterances, Conrad, to me, it does not place the minister and the government in a positive light, because what it does is to paint the position of the minister, painting workers of this country in a discriminatory position. And for good reason, I would say that based on his utterances, it's not an inability to provide the resources and the remuneration.
Hold on. Let's take it step by step. The Minister of Finance would have telegraphed to you on Friday that the lack of proper remuneration for the rank and file police officers is not as a result of inability to afford it?
It's not as a result of inability. It is as a result of what they perceive, that we are not deserving of that compensation and the resources. And this has led me to seriously review our
Don't move from there, sir. Don't move from there, Corporal James. This is indeed very, very troubling. You're saying that the Minister of Finance telegraphed in that meeting that they're not moving the compensation for our police officers in an appreciable way is not as a result of lack of resources, but because they don't believe that you are deserving of it?
Indeed.
How would he have basically put this across? How did it come across? What did he say in his own words, if you can recall?
The minister, in his very own words, when we ask about the alignment of our members to a particular group, made it abundantly clear that we could never be placed in that category of persons, because our training is not commensurate to what expended monies those other groups would have incurred in terms of having to borrow a loan to be so accredited. And I cautioned the minister in that meeting, and I told him that he was at pains to point out that I could not caution him, and he went ahead and he uttered what he uttered. So much so that it's as if he's to deduce from what he has said that police officers are done and that we are not deserving of being compensated in the manner that we believe that the risk associated with the profession deserves. And when I also pointed out to him that why is it that you have aligned yourself along that path and we are working, placing our lives at risk even without the resources, are you now saying to us that you have the resources and you are deliberate in your action and your effort to deprive us from being able to serve the citizenry of this country in the manner that you are? And he was beating around the bush, and I made it abundantly clear that I will have to now advise the public that even the minister's utterances, this police federation that I lead, will now instruct our King's Council to place squarely before the court the government of Jamaica, to include the Minister of Finance and our Minister of National Security, for failing to provide the resources to the men and women of the constabulary force.
This indeed.